Prigozhin didn't do that. He now is going to be isolated from the 35,000 fighters that have protected him. He's like a snake whose head has been cut off from its body. I don't think he'll last 60, 90 days, frankly, because Putin, at his dark heart, is a never forgive, never forget kind of person. He'll do everything he can to wreak vengeance on Prigozhin.
Yeah, retired 4-star Navy Admiral James Stavridis, back in June predicting the demise of Wagner, had Yevgeny Prigozhin, and within months, and it appears the admiral was correct, as Russian state media is reporting that a private passenger plane en route from Moscow to St. Petersburg yesterday had Prigozhin on board when it crashed.
This video uploaded to social media has been independently geolocated by BBNCS. It shows a plane falling to the ground in the same area where Prigozhin's plane reportedly crashed. NBC News has not independently verified Prigozhin was on this plane earlier this summer. The Wagner Group, with Prigozhin at the helm, staged an unsuccessful uprising against the Russian government. And Joe, I still question, was he on that plane? I just knowing this man, having read about him, I guess that might be a question.
Well, Julia Yaffe, who knows a little bit about Russia, the way Russians think and the way Russians act. I tweeted this line from her newsletter about this. She said, Prigozhin, it seems, is dead. It seems, of course, does an awful lot there because, yes, it does. I agree with you. You just never know. He's dead if that serves Vladimir Putin's purposes, if having him running around Africa, killing pro-democracy forces, under cover, it serves his purposes. And that's the case too. But Elise Jordan, there's no doubt that he at least, wants, his enemies, his rivals in Russia to certainly, think at least the Prigozhin is dead. And we're not saying he's not. We're just saying we can't trust anything Russian state media says right now, so it's hard to confirm this for sure.
Well, and since the progression assumed and heard from so many Russia analysts who know far more than I do that Prigozhin was dead man walking, and what surprised me was that Putin actually gave him 2 months, and I wonder what was said in the interim that placated provision to make him feel that he had some modicum of safety because he still was able to travel around. He could have gone into exile. He had different paths that he could have chosen to have ensured his security, but he felt like staying in the game. And look at what happened.
Yeah, I guess they really too is. We know, I think we have the Admiral online now, and we'll let you go to him, Willie. But first, I've got to say, I always was, I won't say I was suspicious about this, but when Vladimir Putin's chef was kept attacking, Vladimir Putin's military leaders just thought this is an inside game who doesn't want to attack the powers of being Moscow by himself. So this is an inside game he's having his chef, attack, this guy. And then, yeah, again, you never know. You never know what's going on, Just like you didn't know what was going on in the Kremlin with the Soviet Union. They had criminologists who have paid a lot of money in Western think tanks to try to figure that out. You don't know what happened here. Who knows it? Maybe it is just what it looks like. Maybe he was on that plane, got blown out of the sky. Regardless, Vladimir Putin certainly can't have that guy running around. As the Admiral predicted, people thinking that he could get away with staging a coup against Putin. And by the way, you are not alone in that suspicion when the Wagner Group was marching toward Moscow, abruptly stopped, and within a couple of hours there was a deal struck with another nation to end it. There were some suspicions around experts, among experts on Russia, that happened a little too quickly. Admiral Stavridis is with us now and joins us. Admiral, you called this many times. You said, not long for this world, likely is progression. What is your suspicion, or what you've heard from your sources around the world, about what may have happened yesterday?